Hello, my name is Reese Hudson, and today I'll be talking about why healthy foods need to be cheaper. How many times have you thought about where you wanted to go eat and you chose an unhealthy option over a healthy option because it was cheaper? A lot, right? Well, I know I have. More people in the United States choose an unhealthy option instead of a healthy option, and that explains why the CDC says the percentage of obesity people in the United States is 40%. That's a big percentage of people. To lower this percentage of people, we need to decrease the price of healthy food to make it more accessible for everyone. Fast food is a big problem when it comes to being unhealthy. The most popular fast food place is McDonald's. That place is everywhere. It's also very cheap and unhealthy. Plutus Foundation states that unhealthy food is about $1.50 cheaper per day than healthy food. If you add that up through all the days of the year, that's around $550 more you are spending to be healthy. You would never see a value menu at a healthy restaurant, and that's why unhealthy restaurants use it so much, because people will buy it more and it's very cheap and it's very bad food. You see a lot of obese people eating at McDonald's off the value menu because it's $1, $2, $3 food instead of going to like Chipotle or a fancy bowl place for $10 a meal. If you look up on Google for restaurants, you'll see that each restaurant has a dollar symbol next to it. Those dollar symbols mean different things. If you look up McDonald's, you'll see a $1 symbol, and that means the food there is $10 or less. If you keep going and looking at more healthy foods, you'll see $2 symbols, and that means it's $10 through $25. And $3 symbols means $25 to $45. Healthy food tends to be more on the $2 or more symbol. Here's an example of a fast food place that's a $1 symbol that's actually good for you. Subway. Their slogan is Eat Fresh. Subway is a cheap alternative to McDonald's, Burger King, or Wendy's. Healthline says, Subway meals are low in sugar and a decent source of fiber and protein. Places like McDonald's, Burger King, or Wendy's, they're pretty high in sugar and have bad like sodium and all that stuff, and that kind of stuff makes you have obesity. Obesity causes these problems like heart problems, just bad health. I've seen videos of people on 600-pound life eating junk food all the time. They can't even walk. You do not want to turn into that. So be like Subway. Go eat Subway, stuff like that. Start scratching McDonald's so you can be more healthy. We also need to lower these prices of places like Chipotle or these healthy food options, because if it's easier for people to get, people will eat it more. McDonald's needs to raise their prices so people don't just like, oh, I'm going to drive home late at night after work at 10 o'clock and just go snack on McDonald's real quick. It's only $2. What's the big difference? Instead of passing like a belay and be like, oh, I don't want to get belay, it's too expensive. If we push for lower prices in healthy foods, we will decrease the obesity rate. Just like I said, decreasing prices of like Chipotle, people will tend to go there more, eat better, instead of going to McDonald's right across the street and getting 2 Big Macs, a Coke for $1. That stuff will just raise your lower your metabolism and make you real fat. We also need to prefer healthy food over junk food, and that goes in with the price. If something's cheaper, you'll tend to go for it more instead of something expensive. You wouldn't buy a $10 meal every day for a week over a $1 meal at McDonald's for every day of the week. You just wouldn't do that. I'd like to bring up a movie that I'm sure you guys seen. It's called WALL-E. If you've seen WALL-E, the earth is completely destroyed, all this stuff, and the humans in it are huge people. They sit in these chairs that move for them, do all this stuff for them, and you're like, how'd that happen? And you find out later that these people have become lazy because they're eating terrible, not protecting the earth. They're just doing their own thing, like eating like McDonald's. I don't think they ate McDonald's in there, but they eat stuff like that. And they turn into people that are super lazy, can't walk, can't do all this stuff, and they're huge people. And you definitely don't want to turn into those people, because I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to be stuck in a chair my whole life, not be able to walk for myself, do anything. And they have all these bad heart problems and stuff. So do not be like these people in WALL-E who are super fat. That is all for my speech. I hope we can get everyone to complain to all these restaurants to make them lower their prices, to make it easier for people to get, so we can decrease these obesity problems and end up living a more healthy world. Thank you.